What's up, everybody? Randy here, Nerds Templar. Sorry for the wait. It's actually the Friday stream here. This is Monday, blessed uh, birthday of St. John the Baptist. So instead of doing what we would normally do Mondays, we're going to do our big Friday thing because I missed last Friday. We're also going to do a stream. Our normal Monday stream will be this Wednesday in 2 days, and then we'll be back to Friday stream this Friday, and we'll be good again. I'm not going to play too hard and fast really anymore until I kind of get things situated more here in reality, and then once I get some other things dealt with, I can maybe sort out a schedule a little better here. But we are going to stick to the Friday evenings and hopefully I think Tuesday mornings, because I'm just going to do the 2 streams for now, and then maybe also some videos here and there I'll put out. Maybe that'll be an easier way to get more content out. But again, doing other things. Not going to really talk about much else here, but I will mention the stuff we have left to open currently. Other than, of course, the Twilight Masquerade Elite Trainer Box Pokemon Center exclusive version of that we will be getting into. And you know what? I'm just going to check real quick right now for you, in case you're wondering whether or not, and I think last time I just checked this. In fact, I'm not sure if I looked at it last night or not. I did look at PokemonCenter.com last night, but I don't know if I looked at if this is still in stock. And wait a second. It is. I think it is. Just not. Yeah. Okay. Wait. It's actually not on this page. It should be here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Wow. It is still in stock. I'm a little beside myself because that was not the case for all of the other Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. This is the first one since, well, Lost Origin, I think, is the next one that's in stock on Pokemon Center. So yeah, that was a while back. That was Sword and Shield. There's no Silver Tempest isn't there. Crown Zenith isn't there, and no other Scarlet and Violet Elite Trainer boxes are available on PokemonCenter.com except the newest one. I thought it would be sold out by now. It's not. Also, we'll mention they already have the boosters, Trick or Trade boosters for 2024 out. They have the build and battle boxes for Twilight Masquerade out. They now have some new mini tins. They have some new regular tins. I think I didn't mention that. So the blisters are out for Twilight Masquerade. They got the new Palafin EX box now. And what I was kind of thought was interesting, at least, the new Pokemon Battle Academy. So I was just mentioning in one of the last videos, streams, that I think it'd be cool if they made a new one, and they are. Well, they did, I should say. It's out already. It's Pikachu as player 2 as usual, and then we have a Fire, and now it's EX instead of the Pokemon Vs. Now we're using Pokemon EX in this one, so you get a Pikachu EX, the one that everyone knows. I think I don't know how many Pikachu EX are out now, but probably like the Scarlet Violet base set Pikachu EX. There's then Armor Rouge EX is the Fire player 1 Fire deck. They're still sticking with Fire and Electric, Fire and Lightning, and then Dark for the 3rd advanced deck, and that's Darkrai. Probably. I don't know what Mewtwo was in the first one. He might have been Psychic, and then they did Eevee, which was Dark. And well, actually, Eevee was colorless, but everything else in the deck was Dark for the 2nd of the 3 now of the Battle Academies. I'm gonna get this one. It's $25. I'm gonna get it probably still anyway, unless it comes. I might wait a little bit, see what it's like on TCG Player in a little, and then maybe get it on there instead. But I just gave away my last Battle Academy, sort of gave it away. I still have the Eevee deck, and I guess I only gave them the Pikachu deck and then all the board stuff, so they could use all that. And then I gave my nephews enough cards. I let them pick out. They got 1 pack. They loved it. Temporal Forces with the mini portfolio, and then I let them from the little box of what I totally miss. I can't believe nobody, including myself, caught my horrible math, my miscalculation on this. I just did it wrong, and I don't know why. I didn't catch it, or my sister, who's just like, who would be the kind of person to catch that kind of stuff, didn't see it. But um, I actually made it like 50 cents per card for the whole box at the auction, or at the yard sale, instead of what it should have been, which was 5 cents, which is a huge difference. That's why it was 5.50. I just knocked the price down to 2.50, which was way more still. It should have been, of course, at 5 cents per card. It would have been 55, because it was about 1,100 cards, not counting the energies. But if it was that, in that case, I probably would have made it back to 10 cents per card and just done 110 probably. But and then still, that's like a huge difference from 250. I guarantee that if I told somebody 110 or 20 for that whole box, they would have taken it immediately. I'm kind of thinking that maybe it wouldn't even have been worth it, because I think it was more worth it to allow and maybe I could still sell it for like $100, because we didn't take that many cards from it, but allowing my nephews to pull from it a little bit and get their own cards, that was probably more worthwhile than selling it for $100. So anyway, and now I still have, like, most of them are still in there. What I did was let them then fill out the mini portfolios they got, so 50 more cards, and some of those were I think I gave them like a couple hollow rares, filled that out, and then I went back. I think it was the next day or so, because they wanted to use the cards to battle with their dad, and they didn't have nearly enough to actually make a deck. So I went over. I made decks out of both of the cards, both of their sets of cards that they picked. I did the best I could with. I chose, like, my one nephew had a lot of water and grass, so I made him a water and a grass deck, which worked out pretty well with, again, mostly junk cards. So and then whatever I had. So it was based on those two things, and then also whatever he had already pulled. So I was trying to match evolution lines and things like that, and then make something that was viable. It worked out a lot better for my other nephew, my younger nephew, who that I made a dark and psychic deck for him. It worked out a lot better, and it seemed like it was better when I played against my older nephew with his deck, because my younger nephew's too young, so I used his deck. I beat my nephew pretty bad, but then I realized I played them both against each other to make sure that my older nephew's deck, the grass and the water one, was actually not terrible, and it wasn't bad. He was just not getting any energies. I think maybe they both could use an extra energy or two, but maybe instead, like, yeah, because I don't know, I didn't give him any energy switches, but if I maybe gave him one of those or something. Anyway, that's not what this is about. Let's get into what we got here. Other than the Twilight Masquerade, which is for today. Today would have actually been something else, obviously, because it's Monday, a smaller opening day. What we have, which you know about already from our last recent Walmart excursion to the most local of my Walmarts, who was completely restocked, completely changed everything around in the Pokemon section. I don't know why this stuff keeps happening every time I get into something. It, like, everything revamps, and it like it's like getting super popular. It's like I keep getting drawn into things that are increasing in popularity. Anyway, that's probably the case. So, but these were there, and there was only one of each, of course, and I figured that was an awesome grab, because they're $15, which is the normal price. That's what I got them for at Walmart. They're like $20 on TCG Player, even if you get a bundle of them. Still missing the lightning, the electric stacking that would match these two, and which were the first three to come out. You can still get all the other ones on Pokemon Center. Not too worried about that. Although, yeah, and you can also pretty much find those anywhere. The fire, the fighting, and I always forget what the other one was. Was it? It must have been No, because it was dark. It had to be dark, because I think Psychic was the new one that came out. It's one of those two, though, I'm pretty sure, because Metal, Dragon, and I think Psychic are the newest ones, but it could have been, it's either Psychic or Dark second. Anyway, again, those two things, and then also this Pokeball, which is also older, so snagged 3 old-ish things. I think this says 2020. Yeah, it's 2020 copyright on that. And these guys got, okay, those guys got a 2022. Not bad, but we'll see. Might have, any of them could even have maybe Evolving Skies. This one might be too old. I'm not sure now. Evolving Skies would be Yeah, if I was cutting this down, you wouldn't notice in the VOD, the long drawn out intro here, but eventually maybe I'll get the videos cut and re-videoed. But what was I checking out here? Oh yeah, Evolving Skies is 2021, so yeah, it's too early. 2020, we're talking Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, Rebel Clash, then Sword and Shield base. So in this we may even get lucky and have a Sun and Moon. So it could be a Sun and Moon pack in there. Also, there's an Ultra Ball, and I think maybe there's something else. Like, oh, there's a Quick Ball too, but I think the Ultra Ball I would have been more interested in getting, obviously, because I have a Quick Ball plus another Quick Ball that I have for sale, in fact. So there's those. I just noticed that this Pokeball has a minor dent in it. So it is the Quick Ball that I opened myself a while back. Not the one that I have for sale. That one is nice and pristine. And then lastly, well, also there's a couple other things here. One second. All right, of things you can see here that I've decided I'm going to open. One random thing that's not Pokemon is this Star Wars Unlimited Spark of Rebellion 2-player starter set. I have 2 of these, so I might as well open one myself. See what that's all about. I also have 4 boosters from the first set. I think that's also called Spark of Rebellion. We have, of course, our Pokemon Go Pikachu tin still left, and the Iron Treads tin from Paldean Fates. Those are from the auction. These are all from the auction. In fact, these 3 decks as well are Palkia, League Battle. 2 of those, so again, might as well open one. Got all these pretty cheap. This was a $20 lot for both of them, the Quackwevel and the Meowscarada EX. So I'm just going to open all those myself because I don't have them, and I was going to get them at some point. We're going to have a lot of decks now, and again, you can see them behind me in this picture up there on the wall. Some of those decks and the ones that are up here on the shelf there, well, which is a big giant TV, but it's being used as a shelf, still have their cards in the boxes because I just haven't gotten them out yet. I have so many cards that aren't really all over the place. I kind of know where everything is still, but we're getting closer to the point where I don't know where everything is, but I do still for now. But off screen here, you can't tell, but I'm getting things a lot more redded up, cleaned up, fixed up, ready to go, more permanently settled, and then eventually I can get back to doing more of the fixing up more of the cards, the card area. But that's all except, I think I mentioned last time I had a Walmart order. That came in. 2 things, more tins. One is, yes, this awesome Jolteon EV, what do they call it? I'm not sure what it's called, but it's an EV tin. EV Heroes, I thought it was called, maybe. Nope, just EV Evolutions. That makes more sense. So the Jolteon, I got these from Walmart online. They had all. I was going to get all of them, but I was only going to use the gift cards I had from Walmart, so I didn't. I only got one, but I got one because I wanted to check what the code card was. It said that it has on the back here, and I would probably open this. I guess I don't have to because it says trading card game online. Code card is TCG online, not TCG live, so it's the older code card. I wanted to check that because if you go to TCG Player, both of them are, if you and you try to look at this tin, it says there's one that says live code card and one that says online code card. The live code card ones, which would actually be newer ones if they actually exist, aren't available on TCG Player. It's possible that it was just a miss thing, an error that someone put in, and those don't exist, and there's just these. But I wanted to just check just to make sure that this was not that, or not an older one or something, but it's not. I paid a little bit, maybe like $5 more, if that, for this on Walmart, but it was worth it because, again, the gift cards, so it was okay. And then I was able to check that and confirm that. So now I could probably just get Vaporeon and Flareon on TCG Player for about $20 to $25 each. I think it's 60 if you get all three at once. So that's, in my opinion, that's really cheap. $20 for each of these Evolution tins, older ones that I would imagine probably have an Evolving Skies pack or two. And there's 4 packs total, of course. And the other thing I got, which I thought was pretty awesome, the oldest thing, one of the oldest things I saw on Walmart. Look at that fella. I actually just noticed here. I wasn't even sure what came in it, but now I know there's only 2 boosters in here. Unfortunately, that's okay, I suppose. It says XY Fates Collide, which is very possible because this is a (2016) tin, which is the latest from 2016 was XY Evolutions, so Steam Siege. I guess Evolutions was a main series expansion. I kind of thought that was a special, but yeah. Anyway, so it could definitely be Fates Collide, which was the beginning. It was mid 2016. It's Fates Collide, so there probably is maybe even 2 Fates Collide packs in here, plus a bunch of energies apparently, because we needed those. So, but they are actually energies. I don't have any of myself. I have a bunch of now. Actually, I think it's these right here, that kind. I have a bunch from the auction now, but none that I really own myself from my own collection. But that will change when I open that. That's all we have for now, which I know, yes, is a ton. So we'll be good for a while, and we'll be getting other things in the future. The next, we'll have another ETB coming up next month. I'm not sure which one that'll be, but chances are it'll probably be something in Scarlet Violet again. Here we go with the opening of this one, however. I'm just going to start this off with, but I had a pencil here. I don't want to use a pen. All right, well, never mind. Let's try to, all right, let's do this. Aha. Kind of loose, you can't really see, but it's kind of loose plastic, still hard to get at it. There we go. All right, and this, of course, was from Pokemon Center. All right, Shrouded Fable coming out in August. That'll be the August ETB we open, of course. It'll be in the beginning of August, so in mid-August we'll be able to open the Elite Trainer box. There's always some cool art inside as well, like on the inner part. Because maybe I don't know, people tear that off and use those pictures. I don't know what people do. I don't know. I keep it all together. So, of course, yes, we have our manual with all the, I think it shows all the cards. It probably shows new rules for the expansion, any new things that are coming with the cards, a spec. And then, of course, it shows you all the cards. Nice little card catalog. I love this. especially then, because yeah, you can see all the special illustrations in the back. But yeah. Oh yeah, also get the promos in the back there. We had the Frost Lass from our Build and Battle box. I wouldn't mind getting another Build and Battle. That's a Dragon Tatsugiri there. How about that? Kind of like him. He's kind of cool. I just realized that him and Dondozo kind of work together in tandem as other Pokemon do. Where we'll just put this over here for now. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Let's do it. As always, got our big divider. Got a good smelling box full of goodies. There's the dice. Pretty cool. Not bad. Let's see how that lighting is a little better maybe. Yeah, it's not bad. Those, of course, same as always. Someday they'll change them up again, I'm sure. But it is not this day. And all right, yeah, we're gonna have to pull the divider out for the rest of our stuff. We have the card is here. My code card. We have, I don't know if there's just one in there or not. There should be. I thought there was supposed to be two in Pokemon Center ones. The Teal Mask Ogerpon. Yeah, it's definitely just one card in there. Got all our dividers, which look really awesome. Super shiny. The camera doesn't do it much justice. There, that's pretty cool. It's a decent look at it there. But even like all the silver in the middle there are shiny silver, like head thing and eyes and whatever. Yeah, I could have swore you get two from the Pokemon Center ETB. That's weird. There's our sleeves, nice. But I end up just, and of course our energy stack, I end up keeping the energies in the thing, as everyone does apparently, because I have a bunch of them from the auction still in their bags, and then I use the sleeves because I don't like using them in like battles or anything, so I'll use these for any duplicate cards I get. Just need a better way to put those on display from these and all the other ETBs. I don't know, guys. Let's look here. Look. Oh no, okay. So they just changed it is all for this one. There were a few Elite Trainer boxes that they did give you two copies, but this one is just the one. So that's that all that stuff. Now for the packs. Oh yeah. Let's just do them right in order, I guess. Oh. Stuck to the inside of the thing there, of the divider, our other Teal Mask Ogerpon. Okay. So there was two. Even though on the back of the box, there was just the one there, right? Yeah, there is just the one on the back, but that could just be the same as they use on both Elite Trainer boxes. Okay, now that makes more sense. There we go. One for me, one for my friend, which I don't have. Or just two for me. And yeah, let's take them out, put this in, put it in, stick them all in here in the middle. All right, there we go. I'm probably going to end up switching around my displays here for all my opened Pokemon stuff. and end up putting all my Elite Trainer boxes behind me here on this shelf. And then everything that's on that shelf pretty much going on the other shelf on the other side of the room. Which you can't see, but does seem like more of a main display for those who come to the house, to the apartamento. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's just keep it there. Pack number 1. Keep the packs over here. There you go. You can see how many we got there. Like, comment, subscribe. If you get any cool cards from the online, let me know. Let me know what your favorite cards are that I pull. Hopefully we get a couple decent ones, at least. Of course, we're dealing with Scarlet and Violet, so that means 3 hollows in every pack. Starting things off with a Snow Run. We don't have, well, actually we have how many? 4? I guess we opened 4 packs. No, 8? Maybe 8 packs. The 4 from the Build and Battle, and 4 or 3 from the tournament that was the pre-release tournament. So we do have several, I guess, packs of these. I'll give you the first code card so we can start things off with a bang. It's extremely hard to read, as usual. Sorry. Hopefully you can at least get the QR code if you have your phone prepared for that. Yeah, Snow Run, Chime Echo, not Chime Joe. Yeah, sorry for the. Oh, wait a second. It is about as yellow as it goes. Ooh, Chimchar, nice. Not Chimechar. And our last common is a Whirlipede. Cool. Not something I see very often. I don't think. First uncommon, Glimora. Cards sliding all over the place. Second is a Snorlax. Thank you. Take that anytime. But first, food. And oh my goodness, 5 for heavy impact, 160 damage, 5 energy. But there's nothing else. And yeah, he was the Twilight Masquerade promo as well. One of them, at least, for the blisters. And Carmine, I will say. Trainer, you go first. You may use this card during your first turn. Discard your hand and draw 5 cards. And our first holo of the entire ETB is a Kilowattrel. Uncommon. Cool Pokemon. Second, a Phoebus. Yes. Who doesn't love Phoebus? Or more so, Milotic, I guess, right? And lastly, our regular holo, TMS Gogurpon. That's actually one that I got in the Build and Battle box, or one of my packs. So that's actually a duplicate already. Our first holo rare from the ETB is a duplicate. How about that? It's also, I guess, the same as the alt art promo from the ETB, because it's just the regular TMS Gogurpon. Dark Energy. One is the loneliest number. But here comes 2. A long way to go, though. 10 packs. 10 packs in the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs currently. Pinsir. Mine. Fione? Girder. And a Venipede. There we go. Two. Got the Venipede and the Whirlipede. I think I have some Scolipedes from earlier series, but I don't think I have too many Venipedes or Whirlipedes. Now we have at least one of each. Yeah. Revavroom for our first uncommon. Florges. I think this is once during your turn, you may flip a card, flip a coin. If heads, switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot, and the new active Pokemon is now confused. I'm pretty sure that this is a card that is used, at least in the build and battle boxes. I think I remember seeing that in our tournament. And the first holo, our last uncommon, nice, got a Festival Grounds. I think those will be one of the more expensive cards of the series just because, or of the set, just because it's like one of the cards of the set. A lot of cards will be based on Festival Grounds being in play, the stadium. And first holo now, actually, a Ducklet. A double draw 2 cards for 1 energy. And then a Girafarig. It's 2 commons for the holos there. And our rare. Probably one of my least favorite Pokemon because I don't know what they're going for here. I don't know what they're getting at with this. But the Enamorous. Psychic. Kind of a cool holo though. But that's not what we wanted. We want some full arts and things here. You know, grass energy, of course. Can't forget about that. Okay. Okay, it's all right. Pack number 3, maybe now. Maybe this one will be the first decent hit. An EX, at least, or something. That would be, in my opinion, that's the at least is the EX. All right, a Farfetch'd. I'm going to keep this code card, and that'll put you on track now. We'll go back and forth, and you'll get the very last one to finish things off. Farfetch'd has Impromptu Carrier. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may search your deck for a Pokemon tool card and attach it to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's actually really cool if you want to like grab a TM Evolution out of your deck immediately and then use it on with the Farfetch'd that turn. That's actually not a bad idea there, Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is a pretty cool Pokemon. I mean, he's funny. He's a Gen 1. I don't know much about the Galarian Farfetch'd, but he does seem pretty interesting too. Crawdont. A common Crawdont at that. And a common Torkoal as well. Kind of like that art. Interesting. He's kind of small in the frame there. And finally, a common Kadabra. I can't believe it. Wow, that is crazy though. That's crazy. That's cool art though. I'm gonna stop with that. Sorry, but that's pretty awesome art as well. I like that. Ah man, my camera is just my camera is just not good. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah. We are an H as well, by the way. I'm just not used to seeing H's on the card down at the bottom there. I think it's just Temporal Forces and this now are the only H's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. Heracross, our first uncommon. And then a Palafin, nice. Oh yeah, I think I may have seen this. The 0 to Hero is familiar. Maybe he has that ability in a different card. Maybe it's another, maybe it might be even another Scarlet Violet. Did we just, yeah, wait a second. Handheld Fan to finish things off. That if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, Move an energy from the attacking Pokemon to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it like blows energy. I think I talked about that before. Blowing an energy off the active back to one of the benched ones. But this, I still haven't put this Palafin in. It probably should just go into the collection proper because it's just the regular full art. No, never mind. That one's different. Has Jet Punch. Anyway, first holo of this one. Ooh. A Diplin Syrup Catcher. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. This attack does 70 damage to the new active Pokemon. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Driplin. The Driplin Dragon Driplin. There's also the grass one in here, though. I think that has a Festival Grounds thing. I think, maybe. Brokey! Okay, I guess. And not really. The Diplin's pretty decent, uncommon there. I might actually have a different reverse holo of that Diplin, though. That might be a duplicate. A duplicate. And our rare. Oh, finally, something. Hassel? His name's Hassel? Yeah, you can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck and put up to 3 of them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Interesting. I don't know enough about Twilight Masquerade to know what's being used, to know if this is being used, but I have somewhere here. Oh, there. There they are. My sleeve's already out, ready to go. But he's just a regular full art, I would imagine. So I'll just leave him. I'll just leave him right there for now. I don't think he'll need to go into a hard case, but maybe. Also, for our energies, our mini tins we were using, I was using 1 mini tin per type of energy. Like, like per set. Like all the Scarlet Violet energies, all the late Sword and Shield, all the early Sword and Shield. I had to change that. Now I have 2 tins for each, and then that left me 2 more. I have 8 tins total, yeah. So I had 2 left over, which I used for 1 for the Sword and Shield play Pokemon energies, both the early and the later ones, and then the other one for the Scarlet Violet. So all the mini tins now full of energies. And here we go, number 4, nearing the midway point of our Scarlet Violet ETB. I mean, our Twilight Masquerade ETB. Code card for you. Aaron. Don't know if that's used or not. Doesn't really do much. So yeah, all right, we got 1 so far, 1 decent card so far. If we can get 2 more here, I'd be happy with that. We're pretty much on track for that, I guess. Sandshrew. Chansey! Some cool early Pokemon here, early generations. Tangela, another one. A Gentle Slap. And our first uncommon, another Glimora. Poliwrath, nice. Uncommon Poliwrath. And, hey, there's Hassel, the normal Hassel. Of course, does the same stuff. Can't see any of the text because my bad camera and the glare from the light, both things affecting everything here. And our first holo, Tadbulb. Common, of course. A Varoom, which may also be, I know that there's metal decks being used now. I don't know what cards are in them, but again, this is all new stuff, so some of these new cards may be viable. And for some reason, I feel like this evolution line might not be from Twilight Masquerade, but there is some of these in some set that are decent, I think. Metal coating, attach a basic metal energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. That's definitely a good attack, is what it is. Definitely good, especially if you want his better evolution to be in play. And finally, our rare. Oh, Heat Flame Mask Ogerpon. So it's not the teal, but we did get an Ogerpon EX. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. That counts pretty much. That kind of counts as a hit there, I'd say. Let me, of course, leave that up. Boom. There's a fighting energy to finish this off here. There. All right. Pack number 5. Go ahead and check out, what are we at, like episode 54 or something here, so plenty of episodes. You can check out how horrible they were in the beginning, but still pulling some good cards, whether, well, at some points at least. I feel like it took a while before I started getting decent cards, though. It's strange. I don't think I really started pulling, like opening more packs. Maybe a little bit, but not really. Kind of been doing the same thing the whole time. Although at some point, I guess once I started doing Elite Trainer boxes, that was kind of a shift, a little bit of a shift. I think what? I gave you that one. I took these two and gave you that one, so I'll keep this one. Aluka. A Tangrowth, common. Tangrowth, how about that? Thickened body, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Nice, nice. Venipede. Another Venipede. Another Chansey. And first uncommon. Enhanced Hammer. Discard a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Hey. That could be useful against Cinccino. Glalie. That's used. I got that in the Build and Battle box deck of mine with the Frostlass. The Frostlass in to damage, put a bunch of damage down on everything, and then you can have Glalie come in with that damage beat, which does 20 damage for each damage counter on the opponent's active Pokemon. Of course, you also have that crazy headbutt if you need it, but you have to discard all your energy if you use that. And finally, another of the Diplins. I got a lot of these guys. Dragon Diplins. And some of the grass, too. Those, I think, were in my deck as well. A Spinarak for our first holo. Should have called it out, but it's not anything that interesting anyway. Second holo coming up here. It's very simple art, but something about it I like. Second holo. A Glimmet. Of course, we needed one of those. I have 2 Glimeras from this already. And finally, our rare. Oh, a Zapdos. Well, that's cool. I don't care if it's just a regular holo rare. It's a Zapdos. Dark energy. Very cool. Zapdos, what do you do? Thunder Wave. Flip a coin, of course, if it's heads, opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. I guess that's what Thunder Wave always does, right? Thunderbolt, 190. I have to discard all the energy, but 190 damage. That's not bad. All right. We've reached the halfway point. I guess if I got one more good card, I'd be happy. But I mean, the EX is like half a good card. So I want like one more good card and one more EX, and then I'd be happy. Or just 2 more good cards. That'd work too. But hey, you know, I'm not gonna get crazy. Anyway, I also wanted to mention about going back, and I've been writing more of the only story that I put out publicly, which is on this channel. The first episode is currently public, I guess. But if you go to that episode and go to the description, you can find the playlist for the rest. I think I have up to episode 10. They're just unlisted, but they're technically public, I guess, because you can still watch them. Watch, listen. I have the audio versions of my story. The first 10 episodes, and with also like subtitles, you could say. I guess I have the captions of everything that's said also on the screen, so you can follow along that way. With my own music as well, custom space music, because it's a space fantasy story, probably for ages like 13 plus ish, but it's not that bad. So you could go younger if your kids are into that kind of thing. It's called Beyond Lumina. So I've been writing more of that, so check that out. I might re-release all those episodes, and then I showed you that card. Let me just flip that. Re-release those, and then continue to release episodes after episode 10, because I have plenty already written, and I'm continuing to write. I wasn't actually I wasn't going into the future. Shinx there, Clefairy and a Shinx first of both of those, I think, and the Poltergeist, I think I also don't have. A Varoom again. I'll get back to that after this pack. First uncommon is a Root Bonnet. Yeah, wow. Poison Spray. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and then Relentless Punches 50 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. What? So what? Here he has. So if your opponent has taken 30 damage, which again, it's going to take 10 every turn from poison after you poison them. So it's going to have some, and then this is going to do so much more every time. But just 3 damage counters would do 200 damage with that attack. That's crazy. So yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad card. Second uncommon, Ambipom. Wicked Tail. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may flip 2 coins for each heads. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals those cards and shovels them into the deck. I think I may have seen that before. And then his Gentle Slap, which is a 3-cost colorless attack, does 100. That's a lot more than Tangela's 10. And then finally, Bug Catching Set. Nice. Look up to the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal up to 2 in any combination of Grass Pokemon and Basic Grass Energy cards you find there. Put them into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. I think that I got that and then could have played that in my deck, but didn't. So that may be a duplicate there, but still cool card. First, Hollow here. A Shinx we just got. I don't think we have a reverse. We only got the regular, right? And then regular Darmanitan, fire type. None of our 2 reverse hollows yet have been good cards. The good cards we got were all in the rare spot. Here is our rare for this pack. A Heatran, okay. Incandescent Body. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. And Lightning Energy. Nice, alright. What can I say? Oh yeah, what I was going to mention lastly about that story is I was kind of just writing it as I went. I had like a basic idea of what was going to be happening, but I was sort of just going with it as I went through the episodes. I was like keeping a couple episodes ahead just to make sure that I didn't have any huge plot holes or anything. But now I've actually outlined what I have been planning on writing, and it's pretty much all outlined. So at least in my head, and will be on some kind of paper or some kind of medium other than my brain. A Dracloak. This card is mine. This Dracloak is a dragon type common, which is strange. Once during Recon Directive, once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand, put the other card on the bottom of your deck. A fire and a psychic there for the dragon headbutt. Always got to watch with those dragon types. Usually take 2 different types of energy. Poliwhirl. We needed that. I think we got a Poliwag maybe earlier. And the Poliwrath, of course. Another Tangela. And another Shinx. Gonna have to get some duplicates here with 10 packs plus the 8 I think I already opened. A Rillaboom, nice. Could use that. We have one of those from the deck already. Drum beating during your opponent's next turn. Oh wait, Thwacky is we didn't get Frostlass. We had the Frostlass deck, but Thwacky was the promo we got. Once during your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon cost 1 more, and its retreat cost is 1 more. Yeah, that's right. There was a Frostlass deck, which was, I think, maybe it was Psychic with the water. Mine was water and grass. And the Frostlass wasn't the promo. It was, like I said, the Thwacky. So you were playing the Thwackies, trying to get the Thwackies out to pull cards and then get your Rillaboom eventually to do some damage. I almost won, but I didn't. I think I only, wait, I guess we played, no, I only played 1 because I had to buy the first round of the tournament. There wasn't too many of us there, but yeah, anyway. That was the first, no, yeah. That was the first uncommon. Then we have Lana's Aid, which I think is a really good card. It's definitely good for my deck. Put up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon that don't have a roll box and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, which is basically a Super Rod, but much better if you aren't looking for something with a roll box, which I don't need in my deck. I need usually Drifloon and or what is the other one? Screamtail, which are neither of which have roll boxes out of my discard pile. Usually don't need to pull energy out of the discard because I can get it from, I get it out of there from Gardevoir, and that's usually how I want to get it. That's how I want to get it from the discard using Gardevoir EX's ability and put it onto the Drifloon to put damage counters on him along with those energies to then power up his attack, which does more damage based on how much damage Drifloon is taken. Same with the Screamtail. Anyway, last uncommon. Those are 2 great uncommons so far, though. Conkeldurr, maybe he's good too. I don't know. Probably not. And our first holo here, Tangrowth, reverse holo version, Tangrowth. Genwigal, another Fione, but or however you pronounce it. But that one, a reverse holo now. Just like with the last one, which we don't even have the ETB. There's 2 ETBs from Temporal Forces. We have so many, just because we had the 2 build and battle boxes, plus a couple other packs, we have so many reverse holo Temporal Forces. We're going to have the same thing is going to be the case for the Twilight Masquerade now. Also, because they're Scarlet Violet, and we've been getting a decent bit of the packs, they have 2 reverse holos in each. That's another reason we're going to quickly fill out a reverse holo collection, pretty much, of these Scarlet Violet sets, which is one reason I question the value of the unholos in the future. Anyway, the rare is Sinistra, like Sriracha, maybe? I don't know. This might also be something, I'm not sure. Cursed Drop, put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. Spill the Tea, both of which only cost 1 grass energy. Spill the Tea 70X. Discard up to 3 grass energy cards from your Pokemon. This attack does 70 damage for each card you discarded in this way. Okay. So it can do 210, but I guess that's okay. Not bad. I don't know if that'd actually be used, though. All right, running out of space as always. That's okay. That's okay. 3 packs left. Kind of just, at this point, just hoping for one more good one, I guess. But I'm sorry, 4, wait. Did I count something wrong? There's supposed to be 11 packs? Oh, yeah. Huh. So I guess we got 4 packs left. 5 packs, that is. We really can't count. Wait a second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why this just said 11? 11 booster packs. Okay, so is it like, I don't even, I'm okay, all right. Maybe it's the 11 in the regular ETB and it's 12 in this one, because there's 12 packs of it. Anywho, so still have 5 packs. Nice. A Wattrel to go with our Kilo Wattrel. Another code card for you. I think that one was yours. Yeah. It's been a while since I actually played any TCG live or online, whatever they call it. Wattrel. A Volbeat. Hey. Quick sign, if you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, Goldeen, here's one with the Festival Lead ability. If Festival Grounds is in play, this Pokemon may use an attack it has twice. If the first attack knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, you may attack again after your opponent chooses a new active Pokemon. So you can always attack twice, and you can even attack twice if you knock out the first Pokemon. Awesome ability. Not really sure how it works on Goldeen. It works better on things that are a little stronger, like the Diplin has it, the grass Diplin. But the Whirlpool does flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I don't know. Unless Seeking also has it. I don't know why that would matter for Goldeen, though. Sandygast, our last common there. That is a Yarn Sandygast, which is awesome. Again, if I hit 50 subs, I'll probably start streaming again using my phone as a camera. That's how I was doing videos, and that camera was much better than anything else I had. Aggron for our second or first, that is Clefable for the second uncommon. Cool. Got Clefairy already. We need Lyron because we have Auron and Aggron now. Weird Aggrons and an uncommon. But I guess. And Cook. Hey, 70 damage healed from the active Pokemon. That's a decent supporter there. And our first holo, Luxio. Okay. Big Bite. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat, as Big Bite always does. Second, another Palafin. Yeah, another Palafin. The other one was non-holo. And our rare. Hey, there's the Frostlass. Great ability, Freezing Shroud. During your Pokemon checkup, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, both yours and your opponent's, except any Frostlass. And so things are constantly getting damage counters stacked up on them, even your own Pokemon. But then there's also another card that stacks with Frostlass, which is a psychic card, but doesn't take psychic. It might take 1 psychic energy, maybe. Can't remember what it's called, but it allows you to move damage counters from your Pokemon to your opponent's Pokemon. So you use him to kind of clear the damage off of your Pokemon put on there by Frostlass. Makes sense, right? In theory, yes. I didn't get my Frostlass out in my battle early enough for it to really matter, though. Also would have pretty much, it would pretty much backfire if the other card you need, it's one of those Monkey Dory maybe? I don't know. If he goes to the discard pile and you can't get him back out, that pretty much is the end of it, though. So, although again, if you had Lana's Aid, you could always grab him back out. Clefairy. This is my code card. Baroom. A lot of duplicates now, again, with 12 packs in this thing. That puts us up, I think, to 20 packs total for Twilight Masquerade currently. Another Volbeat. Another Luxio, but this is our first unhollow of them. And our first uncommon Revavroom. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does not need more damage. That's Rally Back. Running Charge, 100 times. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 100 damage for each heads. Ooh. Well, that could do a lot if you're lucky. Or it could do nothing. And another Kilowattrel, and our first hollow. Wait, I was off one there. That's right, Luxio was a common. So it was Revavroom, Kilowattrel, then Ogre's Mask, which I think is another probably good trainer for this set. It's like a set-specific thing. Until maybe next Shroud of Fable may introduce more stuff. It's strange. Twilight Masquerade almost seems like it could have been a special expansion, but it's not. Shrouded Fable, next one is. Anyway, choose a Pokemon EX in your discard pile that has Ogerpon in its name, and switch it with one of your Pokemon EX in play that has Ogerpon in its name. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns of play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. Yeah, so pretty much switch an Ogerpon for another Ogerpon, I guess is what that does. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I think Shrouded Fable might build on Twilight Masquerade. There's something, they kind of seem like they could be similar somehow. First hollow for real, for Rhyfort. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, put the other cards back in any order. Okay. I like discarding things in my deck, so. Palisand, that is common. And Iron Leaves, regular hollow, rare. It's a future Pokemon. Looks really tiny in that artwork. Or maybe it's ginormous. Who knows? It's hard to tell. But yeah, just another regular hollow. Grass Energy to finish it off. Three packs left now. For real. Still 3 chances, but wow. Surprise. I thought if we got one more with as many with 5 left, when I thought we had 3 with 5 left, I'm like, oh yeah, now I think we definitely have one more good one and one more decent one probably. Now I'm not so sure, back down to 3. Still just hoping for the 1 at this point again. Dreepy to start things off, another dragon. Decent amount of dragons in this set. Oh, and your code card. There you are. To YM RXM. In case you can't see that. Dreepy, Phoebus, and Girafarig. Didn't we get a Phoebus and Girafarig? That sounds familiar for some reason. Did we get those in reverse hollows in the first pack or something? And a Vulpix, nice. First uncommon. Our third Palafin, but only our second unhollow. Ooh, I think I have one already, but our first Tatsugiri in this, at least. Attract customers once during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, You may look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal the supporter card you find there, and put it into your hand, and shuffle the other cards back into your deck. He's a fire and a water. And our third uncommon, the Grass Diplin, finally there. Another of those Festival Lead. Wow, I have so many of these. I could make the 40 card deck. I could easily make that into a 60 card deck, just adding duplicates of the things that I should, like this, probably. I probably have enough to do it now, just with, I've gotten so many of the cards that I have already. But yeah, the Festival Lead here, again, like, you can attack twice. But with him, do the wave 20 times. This attack does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So, yeah, I guess it would it'd be able to do 100 damage, which is much better than Goldeen, at least. So you can see how that could stack up. You could potentially take out 2 Pokemon in one turn with the Festival Lead ability. Didn't say it, but our first holo, a Thwackey, that's awesome. Again, like I just said, the cards that are in my deck, I keep getting. They're the Boom Boom Groove. This is what this is kind of your, like, you want to get them early and use them throughout the mid game, I'd say. Once during your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Lead ability, this is another reason you want something like your Diplin or maybe the Goldeen if you really need to go with that. You may, if you have that in the active spot, you may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So you don't really need them out that long, because you can literally just search your deck for what you need with them. You get 2 of these things out, you're pretty much set. Just grab it out from your deck, anything you need, anytime. Amazing ability. It does take a few things, right? You need a couple things to have that work. Swirlix has Festival Lead. And Sneaky Placement, put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Interesting. So it does 20 damage to any Pokemon. Has, like, no HP. Something that could go out early. Does take the Psychic Energy, though, for that Sneaky Placement, however. Probably want something more for, I guess. There's a lot of Psychic decks as well, I'm pretty sure. And finally, Blissey EX. Okay, we got a chance. We have a chance. We just need one more good card. This counts as the other decent card, right? Happy Switch. Once during your turn, you may move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Cool. And return, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Interesting. But yeah, that's cool. Blissey EX. All right. Not really the strongest card. I mean, the energy swapping isn't the worst thing, but I don't know if you really, the threat of having an EX out like that is worth it for that. 300 HP is nice, I guess, but anyway, 2 more packs, 2 more chances for 1 more good card. Oh, also, might as well sleeve up the Blissey. All right. There's 2 EX and 1 full art. There really should be another full art. In fact, there should be something better than a full art left. But only 2 packs. There's not much of a chance here. Not much chance left. Here we go. I am going to check out TCG Player for some values here too. Not going to go too crazy, but take a little gander at it. Goldeen. Oh, wait. This is my code card because yours is last. The very last one. Goldeen. Dreepy again. A Sandygast. I wouldn't mind making a cool dragon deck, but it would have to be, like, you couldn't use the Dreepy line and the Tatsugiri. You couldn't use the Dreepy line and the Applin line. They're all different, so. Sandygast. And that yarn art. And a Phoebus. Sandygast, Phoebus. Like a bass, but it only has 1 S, so who knows. First uncommon. Sunflora. That's a first, I think, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't had any of those yet at all. Another group on it, but again, I think those are not the worst card. That seems like a decent card. Again, I wouldn't mind having like a lot of second rate cards that I could then either again sell or let my nephews have slowly over time. It's like a nice something to give to them, and they can use the semi good cards until they get good ones themselves, and then they can use the good cards. You know, because they can buy packs. They will be. Sounds like that's going to be one of their every month or whatever they're going to be allowed a pack or two if they do all their chores, something like that. Sounded like the new deal with them and their mom. Community center trainer. That's our third uncommon there. Once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter card from their hand during this turn, you may heal 10 damage from each of their Pokemon. They may heal 10 damage from each of their Pokemon. That's a pretty awesome card. Okay, first holo here of our second to last pack. A Sandshrew. Oh my goodness. Sandshrews cool. I mean, he's cool, but not what we need. Oh, that is what I'm saying there. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Yep. 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 That's the kind of card that goes immediately into a hard case because, oh my goodness, is this the one that I'm pretty sure this is the one that I wanted. The other best card in here is the Eevee full art, which, oh man, that would be amazing to get. But this is amazing too. The full art, wait. Yeah, it's 186, so I guess it is just the regular full art, no alternate illustration, but I love this art. I love it so much. This is, for whatever reason, I don't know why. It's a silly Pokemon. I know nothing about it at all. But I think it was when I saw this card, I'm like, yeah, I like that Pokemon. Cool. Cool little sushi fish thing. Yes. And then when I realized that there's a bunch of Tatsugiri on Dondozo's tongue, it made me like Dondozo as well. But that's awesome. That's amazing. And our actual rare, that's the Dragon Tatsugiri. Our actual rare. Walking Wake, okay, that's not bad. That's probably not as bad as some of the rares, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it is. Oh, that's awesome. All right. All right. Give me one moment. I must. Wait, where did I put those? Gently now. My young nephews, I noticed, I taught them and they caught on very quickly. They're very good at putting cards into sleeves the right way, like I just did. My older nephew, who's obviously more capable of learning and doing these things. I mean, he was all about very very meticulously. He said he definitely seems like he gets the point of not screwing around with the cards. You can have a lot of fun with them without like throwing them or bending them up and all that kind of stuff. Now, my other nephew, who's younger, is slowly learning. He still has the habit of like kids do, fidget with stuff, and he fidgets with the cards that are in he fidgets with the mini portfolio, and sometimes will drop it, and it's like the cards are probably okay. I'm sure they'd be fine through that, but you just don't want them doing that, right? Because eventually they might start falling out, or like he holds them upside down, which is a different kind of thing. It's just like you just learn. You just got to learn which way's up and down, and make sure because they will fall out if you hold them upside down too long. They don't stay in the mini portfolios that well. But oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I love it, guys. Ha! Made my day. Definitely just made my day there. Okay, last pack. Let's just make it one more good card. Why not? Well, just one more EX, if not anything else. Why not? Why not one more EX? I don't think we got a Terra, right? Oh no, the first one was. Who was that? Armor Rouge? No. Oh yeah, that was the Fire Mask Ogerpon or whatever its name was. Whatever the red Fire Ogerpon. He is a Terra, but all the Ogerpons probably Terra then. A Froakie, a regular Froakie. I think we had a reverse holo the first time. Boom, there's the last code card. Thank you guys, as always, so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. And comment any random thing. Because comments help. All that stuff really helps out. It really does, especially because the YouTube algorithms are not going to help a Catholic like myself. So, Froki first. EVA. If only we got the full art EV. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, that would just be. One of the guys at the comic shop during the Build and Battle pre-release, when we were all opening our packs, somebody pulled the alternate art Eevee. I wouldn't have known about it yet if it wasn't for that, but I saw it. It's a bunch of Eevee all on the card, just all of them, just Eevees all over the card. It's amazing. Search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. That is the kind of Eevee I like. The kind that immediately evolves into, I don't know what you're supposed to play these days, evolution-wise. Phantom, I'd be curious to know what evolution is good, though. What's viable, if any. Probably none of them. They need to make better EVs. Come on. That Vaporeon V I have from back in Evolving Skies seemed like it was okay, though. Does a lot of damage and can, like, switch out with a bench Pokemon. Slugma is our last common. Jamming Tower, Stadium. Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon, yeah, have no effect. Second uncommon. Glaceon, hey, speaking of, that's awesome. Wait, I think we may have another. This may not be our first evolution from Twilight Masquerade now that I think about it. Maybe we even have a Leafeon. Glaceon, permeating chill. At the end of your opponent's next turn, put 9 damage counters on the defending Pokemon. What? Maybe we have Glaceon. That kind of sounds familiar. That's cool, though. That does 110 damage altogether. Wait, I mean 120. Sorry, I can't count. Bad math. And a Sandslash to finish things off. I don't know. I think we may have had one of those already. Did we have a reverse holo? Sandshrew and Sandslash, perhaps? All right, our first holo of the last pack, guys. All right, well, I mean, it's the reverse holo of that Eevee. Cool. Something at least. Eevee related. Second, Darumaka. Nice. So we have the Darmanitan was a reverse holo as well. And finally, I think it's just going to be a regular holo. Infernape. That's cool, though, at least. Oh, wait, you know what? I think he was also part of one of the building battles. Pyro Dance. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic fire energy card, a basic fighting energy card, or one of each from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. Interesting. And his Scorching Fire, 200 damage, 3 energy attack, only discards 1 energy when you use it. Meaning that it basically just, you have to power it up every turn. An extra energy every turn, which isn't too bad. That's awesome. Can't be too mad, again, about, especially even about a lot of these rares. The Infernape, the Rillaboom is just an uncommon. We had several uncommons that are playable, several commons even that are good. The Infernape might be one of the best regular holos we got. Oh, the Frostlass, of course. Again, those are only good based on the fact that they were part of the build and battle. I don't think that actually means they're going to be good. I did have the Metangs in the Temporal Forces that ended up actually being good cards, and the deck itself, the half deck being like a really good deck just because it had the Metangs in it. And that was like the main part. Also, there was we had the ancient version and the future version. I'm not sure which of those is the Metang one that you would play. I need to maybe watch a little more recent Pokemon tournaments. Maybe I'll do that this week or something if I find some time. But I am coming close to the end of what I've been watching. I've been watching through both Bleach and One Piece on Hulu. I've finished Bleach. I'm actually now watching for the first time the 1,000 Year Blood War Bleach series. which is newer. And I'm getting close to the end of the dubbed stuff of One Piece there as well on Hulu. And then maybe I'll have a little more time for when I'm just winding down watching stuff, or when I'm hanging out and watching something, half watching while I'm doing other things. Be able to watch some Pokemon. So here, let's go to the flop over this way. And let's check out some cards. Pokemon Twilight Masquerade. Short by low to high price. And just the cards. And let's just take a gander at everything. Of course, I had several of these. I'm not going to point out every one, but we had at least half of those probably. If I see any that I know I had a reverse holo of, I'll check them out like these. Don't need this stuff anymore. Yeah, not much for the reverse holo there. Ambipom, Goldeen, not worth much with this, but even with Festival Lead there. The Poliwrath, that was an uncommon Poliwrath. Community Center, not too good. I guess, I don't know. Over time, 10 damage on every one of your Pokemon every turn. That's not that bad. It doesn't seem that bad. Again, new series. Could take a second for some of the regular cards like that to go up a little bit in price, but also we might see like the Community Center might not have any other copies of it other than the reverse holo, which we won't see unless we click on the regular card. Well, that's one thing I liked about the Pokedata.io is it showed individually the prices of the unholo and the reverse holos. Glalie, not too good. The Dragon Diplin, not great either. Chimchar. See what the reverse holo of this guy is here. Nothing good there either. Really dropped. Well, 8, 7, 8. Still not very good. Poltergeist. It must be another one of those. Tangrowth. Chansey, Farfetch'd, Shinx. Farfetch'd must not be good either. Interesting. Didn't seem too bad. I mean, it seemed like it could be niche in some decks. Maybe not. What do I know? Aron, Sandshrew. We don't have a Ninetales, but we do have the Vulpix. Looks like a cool Ninetales. Gonna check out the art a little closer. Oh yeah, kind of like that. Kind of cool. Kichiro Ito. There's the Grass Diplin. Wow, he's not worth much either. And the Brute on it. Darmanitan there. We had reverse holo, right? Also terrible. They're both bad. Girafarig, not worth much. Florges, also not worth much. Part of one of the decks. Enamorous, a rare, one of the first rares maybe on here. Of course, one that we got. Snorunt is not bad, since there's both the Glalie and the Frostlass that are used. That makes sense. It's also annoying that you choose a random card from your opponent's hand and your opponent puts that card, shuffles it back into their deck every time you use Astonish. That's great. Well, over 10 cents for the reverse holo of Snorunt. We don't have that, but still 5 cents for the regular. It's not bad at all. The Fable, Aggron, uncommons there. There they are again. Infernape, rare. Wow. Looking at the, I kind of like how the tree the moon play off each other on the hollow there. Yeah, it's hard. It's again hard to see on the camera. Sorry. Not great, but whatever. Snorlax, 6 cents there. What's Abra's ability? That's a teleport? Teleporter. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you may shuffle it and all attached cards into your deck. That's useful. Except, I mean, I can only really see that being used if you just needed something out there and Abra happened to be the thing that's out there. I don't know why else you would. How useful he'd really be. I mean, if you just want, it would kind of be nice if you just want a Pokemon out there in the beginning to do a couple things and then just get rid of it for the rest of the game. I have no idea why else you would use that. Froakie, way down here at 6 cents. Nice. Ogre's Mask. I think we may have an Iron Bundle from before. Vulpix is 6, much more than Ninetales for some reason. Applins, both the Applins are way more than the Diplins. That's weird too. There's Teal Mask Ogerpon, the rare that we have, holo rare, and the Sinistra holo rare we have. All the rares are holos in Scarlet Violet, of course, which is why they just say rare there. 6 cents for each of those. That's not great. Best of Grounds is also only 6 cents, but there's probably a full art of that. Cook is 7. There's still other cooks that are usable, I'm pretty sure, in Silver Tempest, and maybe Crown Zenith might have cooks as well. So there's definitely cooks from something other than Crown Zenith, though. Zapdos, 7. Not great. There's the Alakazam. Also not great. Back in the day, you'd never see something like that. Craziness. There's the Eevee, 7 cents for the normal one, and 10-ish. It's crazy. 1 cent for the near mint. These are the kind of things that like I would just buy a bunch of these. If you're gonna sell cards for 1 cent each near mint, I would be tempted to buy those. If I had just like a lot, if I started flipping a lot of single cards through TCG Player, those would be the kind of deals I'm looking for. Maybe even something like this. 5 cents for the reverse holo near mint. It's the only one. Knock that price up a little bit more again. Who knows? Who knows? Again, if you're then going TCG Direct, then you're usually asking for a little more than usual. So bear that in mind too, I guess. Glaceon, not much more. Oh, the reverse holo isn't too bad. Over 20 cents for that. Palafin, 7 cents. I think we have one reverse holo of him at least, yeah. Also not, wow, it's worth as much as the regular. That's terrible. Kadabra's 8. Etran, 8. Thwackey, we had the reverse holo Thwackey, didn't we? Ah, man, also not worth anything. 15 cents. Again, probably. You don't have people selling for 1 this time, though. 10 cents at the least. See what I mean? Like, people usually are not selling cards for 1 cent. Oh, wait, that was a reverse holo. Never mind. Still, though, 5 cents for a reverse holo seems pretty cheap for most any reverse holo. But an Eevee of all things? Come on. Lana's Aid. I am kind of surprised it's okay. It's worth over 10 cents at least. It says. You can get them for 2. 5 for the reverse holo. Handheld fans even better. 8. Poltergeist, the common, is better than the regular or the evolved form. 9 cents there. Frostlass, holo rare, 9. The regular Hassel's 9. It's not Pheasantipity, is it? That has the no. That is part of one of the other decks, though. One of the psychic decks. There's a Walking Wake, 10 cents. There's Leafeon down here. There's Tatsugiri. Did we get a reverse holo of him? Why am I thinking we had a reverse holo of him? I'm going to check it either way, I guess. Whatever. I guess he's not terrible. I mean, over 20 cents for a reverse holo, and he's way up here on the list. So, and at least 10 cents for is the actual going price for that. But yeah, he's on the bottom of page 6 of 10. And he's an uncommon. That's not bad at all. Dreepy's way up here. Wow, Dreepy, 11 cents. Iron Leaves is pretty decent, 11 cents for as far as a regular holo rare goes. Had Carmine. Oh, did we have one? Did we have both of these? No, I don't think we had Kieran. I'm not sure about that one. We had Carmine. Sorry for the crazy accents. 12 cents. Enhanced Hammer for 13. Doing my best to pronounce these things. I feel like I need to use an accent to pronounce them half the time. Jamming Tower for 15 and 18 for the bug catching set. Now we're starting to go up pretty quickly. Monkey Dory is the one that I was thinking of that does the, if this has a darkness energy on it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's an ability you can use once per turn. Pretty amazing, so it doesn't even need to be in play to do that. Awesome ability to go along again. To stack with the Frostlass that's putting damage on everything that has an ability, including the Monkey Dory, I suppose. But then, yeah, bug catching set, 15 cents is the low price. That's pretty nice. The Jamming Tower is pretty good too, though, it seems. 8 cents. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. So the Drac Cloak, I think we had 1 or 2 Drac Cloaks. It's the uncommon. I don't think we had any. I don't know if we had any of the last ones. That Recon Directive once during your turn to look at the 2 cards in your deck, put one in your hand, and put the other in the bottom of your deck. Pretty useful, but whatever. I mean, I guess people use it. Apparently, Luxray EX is #1 of the EXs. Wow. And of course, there's our Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon EX. Did not make it far at all. 5th one in. Gonna see the other one soon too, I'm sure. Blissey. 15 cents. Woo. Wow. The next one, though, is 25. That's a pretty big jump. Seeing it, well, yeah, it should be, seeing as how the market price is 43 cents. Yeah, right. Ooh, what does this Screamtail do? Oh, Screamtail EX. Do I have this? I might have this card, actually. I do have it, I'm pretty sure. Well, Survival Brace, A-Spec, not worth much. It's still not something we'd get. Oh, man, oh, wait, yeah, we have this Screamtail. We have the full art down here version of that. Blissey EX says 67. Looking like it's, oh, wow, 76. Oh, that's the TCG Direct. 71, though, isn't bad at all. Wow. For the near mint. Cool. Blissey's almost $1. I have a bad, yeah, I was going to say, I have a bad feeling about Hassel. There he is. Of course, we still have our Tatsugiri left. Maybe be decent. Hassel here is probably over $1. Yeah, looks like we're going to have over $1 for him. That's nice. That's nice. It's at least something. But yeah, he is just a regular full art. And hopefully it'll be a couple pages before we see Tatsugiri. Also because he wasn't he wasn't super low on the list of regular cards. Oh, he made it to page 9. I'd be pretty happy about that. He's over $3, so that's pretty good. Hey, there's a, wait, oh yeah, the Grass Dipplin here. That'd be a cool one to have. Interesting art. You can much better see the dragon inside the apple there. Cool Frostlass too. All right, still going. No, there he is. Oh, he's over $10 though. Yes, that seems about right. That is just such a good card. What? Oh, Japanese. Okay. Fresh mint. Copywritten or whatever, registered trademark. A bunch of Japanese Tatsugiri though. What is up with that? Why is there so many Japanese versions of this card on here? But 1174 looks like the low of the English card. 1298 being next, so we're looking at like 13 bucks for this thing. That puts it at one of the, that might be top 10, still making top 10 of our recent polls. Recent being since I started this, the past 54 or so episodes, 56, whatever it is. I love that card though. I love it. Is there another one though? Is there another Tatsugiri? Surely there isn't. Or it would just be too amazing to exist. There's the Eevee. Yeah, there's no other Tatsugiri. But there's the Eevee, unsurprisingly, one of the best cards. That Greninja EX, also unsurprisingly, over $100, almost $200, just because it looks so awesome, and everyone loves Greninja as well. Although that Eevee card is so good, so good. I can see why it's 40, but I would have expected it. I would expect it to even go higher than that. Don't be surprised if it does, especially over a long period of time. That's the kind of card, and even this probably, because it's just such cool artwork. Those are the kind of cards that will probably continue to go up in the future. The cards that are just useful but aren't like, you know, super great cards or super cool Pokemon that everyone loves. I'm thinking mostly like dumb trainers and stuff. Those will probably drop. But cool Pokemon cards, I can only imagine those going up in price as they go on in time. Again, as they phase out of standard, they might take a dip, but then they're going to start going up slowly and just continue up until they hit their whatever their upper limit. But that should probably, again, just continue over time, even if it's slowly. Like you could, if you look at, I don't know, cards that are like 15 years old now or something, and just look at how they kind of like will probably do this. But it's probably, even though they're kind of going up and down, it's probably slowly going up over time. I think somebody pulled this as well. It may have been the same person who, it wasn't the same person who pulled the Eevee, but the person who pulled that Ursaluna also got something else that was really good. Can't remember what it was. It might have been a Buddy Poffin though. I'm kind of surprised that that's only worth about 40 bucks. I guess again, it's just a trainer card. It's not like it's super amazing. It's just a good trainer card that people would want, and people who play the game a lot would pay a little bit extra to have a cool golden card in there, but not that much more, I guess. Not willing to pay 50. Is there another one though? I thought there was maybe just a regular Buddy Poffin. I mean, not the regular, but just a regular full art. Maybe not. But that's it, guys. I mean, I'm just rambling now, looking at some random stuff. So I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Tatsugiri is awesome. That's all I got for you. I will see you Wednesday because of my, missing the Friday stream. This being the actual Friday stream today, and it went well. I'll see you Wednesday for the normal, what would be Monday or Tuesday stream, which I'm moving back to Tuesday. I know I keep saying Monday and it ends up being Tuesday or whatever, but that's what it's going to be, Tuesday now. And then I'll be back again Friday for something. Next stream on Wednesday, it will be, I think we're going to open this. I think we're going to go with the old cards here. See what we can get out of that thing. And then I think maybe for Friday, we're going to go with the other Walmart thing. I'm going to go with the Jolteon. See what we get there and see if I want to go and get the other two Evolution tins as well. And then I'll do that. But until then, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Randy, and this is Nerds Templar. As always, peace.